Hello, hello. Well, I wanted to give you those four proven implemented strategies which have helped number of students to get their desired band. Sometimes band 7, band 8, or even the magical number of band 9. These strategies will also help you to get your desired band or even more than that, inshallah. Well, this is common that people speak really good English, they have improved their fluency, they've improved their grammar, but still, when they appear in the IELTS test, they do not get their desired band. The reason is simple. They do not understand what examiner is expecting from them. How to impress the examiner that examiner has no other option but to give you really good marks. Those four strategies have helped students, and now it's your turn. Number one strategy is never provide learned, cramped, or memorized answer to your examiner. Well, I understand sometimes we are not even providing a learned answer, but it sounds like a learned answer. The reason is very simple. People do not pay attention to their intonation. What is intonation? Intonation is the flow of tone. Sometimes you take your voice up, sometimes you take your voice down. You are not playing with the tone of your voice. Instead, you're just providing the monotone where you are speaking at the same level, which is called the monotone. And your examiner might consider that you are providing a learned answer because when you are delivering a learned answer, it doesn't sound like speaking. It sounds like reading. You're reading something, you are memorizing the content, and you're just delivering without paying attention to the natural speaking tone. Or we know that there are a number of videos available on IELTS, even speaking, sample answers are available, number of books. The internet is filled with the IELTS content, and somehow we have practiced number of questions. What happens? When examiner asks us a question, maybe we have practiced that already, and we just start providing the same answer that we prepared while we were practicing. Never do that. You need to sound natural whenever you're providing an answer. Let me give you an example. If you watch any movie, English movie, Arabic movie, any movie, you will find out. In fact, like in movies, we know it very well, all the dialogues that actors are providing are always scripted, but they rehearse it so much, they practice it so much, and they pay attention to the tone and their verbal, non-verbal communication that it sounds like they're really feeling it what they're saying. But actually, it's just the scripted content. Same as, even if you're providing a scripted content, you have to make it sound natural. And if you're providing an extemporaneous answer, which gives the impression to the examiner that you are thinking right now and you're providing to the examiner, your examiner will get really impressed. Of course, the grammar should be there, the vocabulary should be there, but you have to sound natural. You have to show your examiner that this is really a spontaneous speech which you are thinking right now and you're delivering as an answer. That's the number one tip. Number two is never go off the topic. Now we know we can't provide the learned answer, but the other thing is, number two thing is, you do not need to answer anything which is not asked by the examiner. It's very common. Sometime, let's suppose examiner asks you a question, tell me about your job. Now, you might say that I'm working as a marketing manager in the ABC company, which is fine. You can expand it, you can extend it by providing some additional information, but do not try to provide the information which is not being asked in the question. For instance, the things that you cannot say in your answer could be, my office timings are 8 to 4, and to apply for this kind of the job, these are the skills which are needed. And my colleagues are of this nature. What politics is going on in your company? So don't talk about these things. They just ask you, tell me about your job. You can talk about your job. You can just explain it in one or two sentences, but never go off the topic. So if you're providing an answer, considering I'm going to answer to the examiner even for the question he is going to ask afterward. No, never. This also gives them an impression that you are providing a learned answer. Maybe you prepared it earlier and now you're just delivering it. Never do that. Number three is you have to avoid the repetition. Trust me, repetition of any kind is a crime. It's sin. It's haram. It's not allowed in the IELTS test. The repetition could be of vocabulary, repetition could be of content, or anything. Try not to repeat the same expressions, same phrasal verbs, same gap fillers, same transitional words. Try to avoid these. How can you avoid this? This is very simple. You need to think about synonyms of all the words. For instance, if you have said the word for instance, the next time it should not be for instance. You can say, for example, let me illustrate it, let me elaborate it. Similarly, there are a number of expressions that you can practice and apply the synonyms. And try to build your own vocabulary, your own synonym list with the common words. For example, the word is happy. Now, what are the other words to replace the word happy? The word could be delighted, glad, I'm over the moon, I'm at the cloud nine. There could be number of expressions that you can use even just to replace the word happy. So if you have used the word, let's suppose difficult, you have used the word difficult once. Try not to use the same word again. Next time you can say it's not easy, it's complicated, it's something like it's not a piece of cake. There could be a lot of other expressions that you can use. Now the idea is at the point number 3, never repeat the same vocabulary word, same expression, or even the same content. The same idea should not get repeated because this will give an impression to your examiner that you really have less vocabulary and you do not have the wide range of vocabulary which your examiner is expecting from you. Or even you do not have a lot of content to deliver an answer to the examiner. Avoid repetition. Last but not the least is to avoid one word answer. And I would also say one sentence answer. If your examiner asks you any question, let's suppose the question is, what did you eat last night? You can't just say burger, pizza, or it could be shawarma. No, you can't just give one word answer, or even not even one sentence on answer. Like last night I ate burger. No, one word, one sentence answers are not acceptable. You always have to extend your answer. Always add additional information. Try to make it like a real scene of a movie. Try to make it like that. It could be consider that you are the director of a movie. Just consider that you are going to create the whole scene in a video. How would you do that? What did you eat last night? Well, last night I ate burger. Actually, I was at home. I was feeling bored and I had nothing to do. I was not even able to figure out what exactly to eat. So I called my friend and requested him, why don't you come over and we can go to any restaurant to have the meal or the dinner together? He came to me after 30 minutes. We went to McDonald's, which is quite nearby to my home. So we went there, we ordered burger, we enjoyed it. And after that, my friend also suggested me, why don't we go to Baskin Robbins to eat some ice cream? We also went there. Now, this is just what did you eat last night? Make it like a scene. I assure you, if you are following these 4 strategies, you are really going to get good marks, even more than your expectations. Well, stay connected. I want you to give us like and even type comments if this video was helpful for you, and we will keep making more videos for you, inshallah. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, everybody, take care, stay blessed. Assalamu alaikum.